Hello, my Pilates people, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to begin on our backs with our feet wide, knees knocking into touch. Today, you'll need a band, a ball, and 2 sliders. Let's start to tune into our breath, tune into our body. How are we feeling today as we arrive on our mat? And really focus on breathing in and out deep breaths. Big full breaths in and big full breaths out. Trying to release any tension in your body and just being very present in this moment. We're going to begin to activate by reaching our arms overhead. You can interlace your hands and flip your palms, and then bring your palms up towards the ceiling and gather your legs one at a time in towards you. Let's find some individual knee circles by placing one hand to each knee, circle a few times each direction. And then we will slowly come up, gather our legs back to tabletop, and let's place a ball in between our inner thighs above our knees. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders off of your mat, and let's squeeze that ball as we lift our shoulders and head off of our mat. Keep your chest broad. Keep your abs drawing in. Really focus on squeezing that ball as intensely as you can, like you're trying to squeeze all the air out of it. And then let's hold our chest at the top, just squeezing the ball. We're going to lower our legs halfway down and lift them back to tabletop. Keep your lower back down onto your mat. Keep your entire back body glued to your mat. Keep your chest lifted if you are able to. And then let's release our head. We will remove our ball. Take a moment, imprint your spine, draw your knees to your chest. And then we're going to rock and roll ourselves up to a seat. And we are going to set our mat up for our core section of class. So take the front corners to the back corners, and then don't let your ball roll away. They have a mind of their own. We're going to grab 2 sliders and a band, and we'll also have our ball that we were using to warm up. Let's put our band around our legs. So you're going to slide it over your legs like you're putting on a skirt, and then have those sliders nearby. If you don't have sliders, you can use towels if you have a wooden floor that you're working with. Let's grab our Pilates ball, place it about 1/2 inch to 1 inch behind your lower back. You can always do this with a neutral spine, so just leaning back like you're leaning in a lawn chair. Or I'm going to cue to the rounded C-shaped spine. You'll tuck your tailbone, draw your navel in, and round your spine. Now let's lower our C-shaped spine down towards our mat, maintaining that tuck of your tailbone, and we'll lift and open that band. We've got about 7 more. Keep your chest open. Keep drawing your shoulders away from your mat, and keep your heels exactly where they are, drawn in towards your glutes. Exhaling as you lift your chest, inhaling as you lower, maintaining that tuck of your tailbone. Now we're going to shorten the range of motion. I want you to come up only halfway. So lower down all the way, come up halfway and open that band. We've got about 5 more. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Keep your chest broad. Now let's hold our chest nice and low. Open that band. for about 10 repetitions. We got about 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we will start to slide our heels out and drag them in and open that band. So right now your upper body is in a low C-shaped position. It's in an isometric hold, and your lower body is sliding your heels out, dragging them in and opening that band. We're going to do 10 repetitions. We're about halfway there. Keep gazing forward. Keep lifting your chest up, rib cage up and over our navel. For about 3 more. And exhaling as you drag your heels in. Now we're going to add the chest, lowering as we slide our heels out. Keep the tuck of your tailbone. Really focus on tucking your tailbone, even if it means shortening your range of motion. Drag your heels all the way in as you lift your chest all the way up. Keep your chest nice and broad. We've got about 4 more. For 3, keep drawing your navel in. 2 and 1, and then we'll release over our ball, and we'll take a nice back bend. Make sure you adjust your ball so that it's underneath your mid-back or your upper spine, and it's not underneath your lower back. That'll put too much pressure on our lumbar spine. All right, we're going to reset our position. Let's find that original starting position, the original C-shaped position, and we're going to twist towards this camera screen. I want you to dip your left elbow down and exhale, lift up, maintain that twist of your upper body. And if you're doing the other side, that's totally fine. We're going to switch in just a moment. Just try to square yourself with the screen you're looking at. Open your knees at the top. Keep your chest nice and broad. Keep tucking your tailbone. We should start to feel our oblique really starting to fire up here. And we're still focused on exhaling as we lift our chest and inhaling as we lower. We're going to start to shorten this range of motion. So going all the way down, but only coming up halfway. You can tell I'm really happy. It should feel very intense. We're going to lower all the way down and just open the band. We're going for 10 reps here as well. We've got about 4 more. Let's take a moment. Okay, so just grab your knees, hold yourself here. We know what's coming. We've got our lower abdominal work coming up. Reset your ball if you feel like it's not in the best place for you. Okay, we're going to start to slide our feet out and in and open that band for 10. I want you to focus on squaring yourself as much with the wall and our screen you're looking at and keeping your chest nice and broad. We're also focusing on tucking our tailbone and keeping our legs parallel and hips width distance apart. Got about 5 more. Drag your heels all the way in. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Let's add the upper body in. So lower your elbow down, slide out, keep that twist towards the wall you're facing towards, and everything connects. I want you to think about your opposite elbow trying to touch your opposite knee. For many of us, myself included, it's going to be very far from that happening, but it helps us think about twisting just that little bit deeper. Exhaling as you lift and opening that band at the top. Hold it low. Start to micro twist and dip down. So micro bending at the knees, micro lifting and twisting to really get into our oblique even more. Tiny little range of motion. And then let's take a moment. You can tell I am totally fatigued. All right, let's move that ball behind our mid back. We're going to back bend over the ball and take some big full breaths in and out here. That was a lot of work on our one side. Just so we know where we're going to do everything we just did on the other oblique. So we're going to twist the opposite direction as we just were. But first, let's set up our ball behind our lower back. And then we'll find our original starting position and just twist to the opposite side than you just were. We're going to start to dip. In this case, it's going to be my right elbow down towards our mat. Maintain the twist. Lift your left elbow up towards your knees and open the band. Exhaling as you lift. Inhaling as you lower. Maintaining a very deep twist in your spine. Trying to square your chest with the opposite side of the room from where you just were. We're going to begin to shorten the range of motion. So all the way down and halfway up and open. Exhaling as you lift. Inhaling as you lower. Maintaining that nice deep tuck of our tailbone. Keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Try to square your chest with the wall that's in front of you. Let's hold it low. Just open the band. Keep tucking your tailbone. Keep your pelvis stable. Draw your navel in and twist even deeper. Try to get your bottom elbow as close to your mat as possible. Let's take a mini break. Big breaths in and out. Okay, we got this. All right, we are going to do our lower abdominals next. Wipe the sweat off your brow. Let's get into this real deep work. Lower your chest down, twist to that side of the wall you just were, and then draw your legs out and drag them in and open the band. We are going for 10 reps. No surprises here. Keep tucking your tailbone and keep your pelvis as stable as possible. We have about 2 more reps. We're going to layer in our upper body next, so just get mentally prepared for that. We'll take a mini break first, and then let's really prepare. We can do this. I know it's very, very intense, but I also know we are strong and capable. Adjust your ball if you need. Let's get ready because we're about to nail this. Twist to the side of the wall you're just facing. Dip your elbow down, lift your chest up, and drag your heels in. We're going for 10 reps. Keep tucking your tailbone. Keep drawing your navel in, and keep your pelvis nice and stable. You can always bring your hands to heart center if this ever becomes too intense. Put the hands behind your ears. Make sure your shoulders are not creeping up. Try to touch opposite elbow to opposite knee, getting so deep in our twist. Now let's lower down, hold it low, micro twist, micro bend, and press. Dip your right elbow down, twist even deeper as you press your heels away from you. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow, y'all, that was intense. Let's roll that ball behind our mid back, take a nice back bend over it, and take a moment to just be. All right, we're gonna come up. Just roll your ball off to the side, and we're gonna prepare to do some bridging. We're gonna keep our band on, keep your sliders underneath your heels. If this becomes too much with either the band or the sliders, definitely feel free to leave them off. Lift your hips high, keep your pelvis stable. Begin to slide your right heel out and drag your right heel in. Focus on keeping your pelvis very, very high, pressing through your left heel to keep that left glute really engaged. Keep squeezing both of your glutes equally. We got 10 reps here. We're almost done. Now hold your right leg long. You're going to start to side swipe it to the right. So just slide it to the right, back into center. We've got 10 reps here as well. Keep pressing through your left heel to lift your hips even higher. And then drag your right heel in, lift your hips even higher, reset, press your palms down. We're going to slide our right leg out, slide it to the right, and drag it back in. Guess what? It's a combo move. So put those two component parts together. We've got 10 combination moves here, and we're already through about half of those. Keep pushing through your left heel to lift your pelvis higher. Keep drawing your rib cage down and your navel in. You've got this. And then we'll drag that heel in and we will reset. We're going to do the left side. If you need a break, pause and then come back and meet us. We're going to slide our left leg long and drag it in. It's a heel slide. It is a hamstring curl. It is whatever you want to call it. We are dragging our left heel in towards our glutes, in towards our body. Just a straight press and drag in. We got 10 reps there. And then hold it out. We're going to just side swipe it to the left. Just side swipe it. Press through your right heel. Lift your pelvis high. Squeeze both of your glutes. Try to maintain control over your slider. We're almost there. Drag it in. Reset. It's the combination move. So you slide it out, swipe it left, back in, drag in. 10 of these total. Keep pressing through your hands. Keep your arms active. Press through your right heel, squeeze your glutes. This is not comfortable. It's not comfortable for a reason. The things that are uncomfortable for us are what we need to be doing. They're not comfortable because they're changing us. They're making us stronger, both physically and mentally. Okay, we're done. Bring that heel back in and then lower your hips down. And then we're going to drop our hips down, lift them up, and open the band at the top. Hips drop, hips lift, and we open. Squeeze your glutes at the top, squeeze your heels in towards your body. Draw your rib cage down and draw your navel in. We've got 10 reps total. Just a few more. And then hold your hips high. Open the band. It's just an isometric bridge with a band opening. Doing 10 reps here. And then once you've done your 10 reps, release your hips back towards your mat. Bring your knees into your chest and imprint your spine. We're going to slide our band off, rock and roll yourself up to a seat, and then we'll place our sliders off to the side, place your band off to the side, and let's unfold our mat so it is fully extended, long and flat on our mat. We're going to start with some inner thigh work. So you can lay down on your arm or your forearm. If you're on your forearm, you can choose to have your hips down or lifted. I want you to stamp your back foot, which is in this case, my right foot, to the back edge of your mat, and your left leg will be at the diagonal. We're going to draw our navel in, and let's begin to lift and lower our leg. Lifting from the inseam of your left leg, keeping your hips nice and high. doing 10 reps of these. Nice, slow, controlled movement. From here, hold and start to circle your foot about a 4-inch diameter circle for 10 repetitions. Keep pressing through your right heel. Keep drawing your navel in and lifting your hips high, and then we'll reverse it. And again, you can do this laying down on your arm or on your forearm with your hips down. And then let's release and take a mermaid stretch. We are going to set up doing the opposite side. So flip your crown of head to reach the opposite direction. In this case, I'm going to step my left foot down. Right foot is going to be to the diagonal, and I'll begin to lift and lower my right leg. If this is challenging for you, good. It's challenging for me as well. If this is the first time you're doing something like this, chances are this feels very uncomfortable. Maybe the foot is barely getting off the mat. That's okay. That was me just 2 years ago when I first started Pilates. We work with where we are, and you'll build the strength by showing up and continuing to do exercises that put you out of your comfort zone. We're circling the knee now. You're going to hit it 10 times one way. You're going to hit it 10 times the other way. Take your time. If you need to pause this and finish those reps, do it. Once you're done with your reps, you're going to take your mermaid stretch. We're setting up for some wide arm push-ups. You can always come to the fleshy part above your knees if you want to do your knees down push-ups. Internally rotate your arms in their sockets so your index fingers are slightly pointed towards each other. And then gaze us forward to keep our neck in line with our spine. We're going to lower halfway down, bending our elbows wide, and exhale, press up. 10 rounds total. Hit pause if you need. We're going to press up and bend halfway down. Once you've done those 10 reps, you'll take a child's pose. Take a moment for yourself. Hit pause if you need. Okay, grab your band. You can also do this without a band if you're newer to Pilates. Place your band on once again like you're putting on a skirt. It's going to go above the knees. Make sure it's not rolled. That's just for comfort reasons. You can either lay down on your arm or you can lay on your forearm, which is what I am going to be doing. Bring your knees in line with your hips. Knees in line with your hips. Shins parallel with the long edge of your mat. And then lift your top leg up to hip height and press it towards the back of your mat. Straight leg sweep. You're going to sweep it towards the camera and point and sweep it back. We're doing 10 reps. Keep your leg in line with your hip. Keep your navel drawing in. And your pelvis, you can see I've got a hand to my top of my pelvis, to the top of my hip. That's to help me realize, am I moving my hip, which I don't want to be doing, or am I moving my leg in my socket? I want to make sure that your pelvis is stable so that we're moving the leg in its socket as opposed to moving the hip. Hold your leg back, and we're just tiny little lifts up of the leg as it's pressed towards the back edge of your mat. And then from here, we're going to do a combination move. You're going to extend your leg, bend it to tabletop, lift it fire hydrant, and then back into tabletop. So press it long, bend it in, lift it up and down, press, bend, lift up and down. Do about 10 reps of these really fun combination moves. Keep drawing your navel in and keep your pelvis stable. And once you've done those 10, knees together, tap out your glute. Reset, stick your chest out, stick your glutes back. Lift your leg to tabletop, hip height, knee circles above hip height and through hip height. We're going 10, one direction. Then reverse it, go the other way. Then release your knees, tap out your glute. We'll take a mermaid stretch just to open up that bottom shoulder. Then flip your knees to the other side. This feels so good. Open up that glute you were just working. And then we'll release down onto our opposite forearm. Crown of head reaches the opposite direction of our mat. Lift your leg to hip height and we'll press it long and we'll do our leg sweeps. We're doing 10 of them. Keep your pelvis very stable. Keep pressing through your bottom forearm and keep drawing your navel in. Hold your leg long towards the back of your mat. Little leg lifts. Of course, doing 10. And then once you've done those 10, bend your leg back into tabletop. It's a fire hydrant into little leg press. Back into the fire hydrant. So you'll press your leg long, bend it back in, fire hydrant up, down to hip height and press. Up, down to hip height and press. Fire hydrant up, down to hip height, press. Keep your knee facing the wall that you're staring at. Keep your navel drawing in and make sure that your pelvis does not rock. Keep pressing through your bottom forearm. Once you've done 10 reps, knees tap together, tap out your glute. Then lift your leg to hip height. Let's take our knee circles above hip height and through hip height, 10 each direction. These should feel very uncomfortable. Once again, the pelvis is not moving. It is the knee and leg rotating in its hip socket. That is what's moving. Once you've done those 10, knees together, tap out your glute. You can tell I am very, very tired after that. Take your mermaid stretch. And then let's flip our knees to the other side. We'll take our mermaid stretch other direction. That should feel really nice in that working glute. Okay, we're done with the side lying glute series. Throw your band off to the side. Let's prepare to do some spinal extension. Come down to our abdomen. Hands will come next to your chest, forehead to your mat. Elbows up towards the sky. We're going to slowly curl our chest, our neck, and our head off of our mat. Very little weight is in our hands. So this move is originating from our mid to upper back. You should squeeze your shoulder blades at the top. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Mid back and upper back is working this entire time. Notice what's happening to your navel. Let's draw it away from our mat. Keep your legs nice and active. Press through the tops of your feet and squeeze your glutes as well. So the entire body is active here, even though We're really just focusing on the upper back. Keep your elbows hugging in towards one another and towards your torso. Let's hold it at the top. Once we've done 10 reps, you're going to lower 1 inch, lift and squeeze your shoulders together. We've got 10 reps here. Keep pressing your pelvis into your mat. Keep lifting your navel away from your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades, open your chest. And then once you're done with that, release your forehead down. Press your hips back towards your heels. Find a child's pose. This is where we finished class. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge ourselves for all of the hard work, the dedication, the commitment. Not a single other person except for you could have done this and every exercise we did today. You should be so proud of yourselves. I am so proud of you. Have a beautiful rest of your day and evening, and take care.